FOMO what? And what's up with like vaccines? Like, it seems like there's a lot of people on these streets who are like, I'm just not gonna get my kids vaccinated for whatever reason. Maybe it's religious, maybe it's some kind of thing that they read somewhere and some like self-help or like alternative medicine book, but like they're not getting their kids vaccinated. And if I may just go off on this really quick, I feel like I should only speak for myself and my community. And right now there is a massive measles outbreak in the Hasidic Jewish community in New York. It has affected over 100 children, and it is because they are not vaccinating their children due to an organization called PEACH that preaches non-vaccination and that vaccines are against God and are harmful to children. As I said, over 100 children now have measles, and this is very bad because not only does it affect the community in the Hasidic community, but those Hasidic people have people who aren't Hasidic who work for them, such as their people who work in stores they own, or their domestic help, or the people who tend to their children. And those people, well, they are mostly, they're mostly Latino people, and they are mostly vaccinated. The problem is that if they have young children at home, they go into a home with measles in it. Measles is one of the most contagious illnesses in the world. And if they go into that house where there's still measles and come back and they have a little baby at home that is too young to be vaccinated, or some older people living with them who are immune complicated and do not have vaccines, they can infect them. And those people will die. There's no cure for measles. So I'm very tight about that. I think that everyone should get their kids vaccinated. I think it's deadly and irresponsible not to vaccinate your children. What do you say, Chris?
So, I have a daughter. She's 6 years old, and I definitely get her vaccinated. Excuse me. I know that some religious people they don't do it because it's against their religion. But I don't care what religion. I could be. We have over 10,000 religions, and I don't care of what religion I'm in or of. There would be no way that I would ever gamble my daughter's well-being, excuse me, when it gets down to her being protected from certain diseases, outbreaks, just all of that stuff. My job, my duty as a parent is to always be sure that I'm making the best decisions for my daughter. So my religion does not play a part in that, I feel. You understand what I'm saying? When it get down to making the best decision for my child, that's what I'm going to do. And if that goes against the religion that I practice, then I'm going completely against it. You understand what I'm saying? Because my daughter and her well-being and her health is way more important than these religious beliefs. You understand what I'm saying? To me personally, that's my personal opinion. So yes, I do agree with the vaccinations. And sometimes they do make you sick, because I will say that when Braxton, which is my daughter, my baby, my princess.
Hey, Braxton.
Yes, that's my baby. When she first got her first vaccine, her first flu vac, it will make you sick, because they actually vaccinate you with that same what do you call it?
Same germ.
Right, that's in the, like flu symptoms, they inject you with it, basically. Right. But what I'm saying is she got sick, but she got over it as well. You understand what I'm saying? So you can say, okay, it's going to make you sick. Yes, it may. Everybody has different side effects. It may make you sick, but you won't have to worry about the measles. You won't have to worry about the mumps. You won't have to worry about the things that it's actually supposed to protect you from. That flu vaccination, she had a little cold and she was over it within 5-6 days. It was over, but my daughter is healthy as a horse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm for it. I love it. I just, I definitely I definitely would encourage anybody to vaccinate their kids.
I'm not seeing things differently, like you said, as a parent versus when you don't have kids. You'll say, well, yeah, but until you have kids, you don't really realize what that's like. And like you said, it's more important that my daughter's health is safe and that she is safe and that she doesn't contract something or be able to get something to someone else. Because nowadays people can sue you for all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to vaccinate your kid. Next thing you know, your kid gets somebody else's kid sick and they're trying to sue you. Somebody you ain't got. So I just think that I've been vaccinated and I'm fine. I made the right. So hey, if that's what worked for me, that's what works now. So my daughter don't get sick with somebody else's kids or something like that. Then I'm all for it. Right. I'm all for it. All right, she'll probably be back. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, that's the type of situation where you gotta just depend on your own self and go based on what you feel for your own. You gotta know what's right for your own kids and for your own self. But hey, Jewish kids, 100 kids, that's not good. If 100 kids got measles, that means that could be something else. Like it could lead to something else, or it could ultimately be deadly. That's a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids at one time, and if they don't have the right health care or have the things they need to, they're not all together being sick.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just press video. Oh no. Yeah. So what do you think, Gary, about that situation? Since we can hear you now.
Well, I completely agree with you all. But for the sake of their religion, I can completely understand them as well. Because a lot of us, we have religion, but I don't feel like we have that strong belief in it. Because if they, like some people, okay, your belief is if you kill somebody, you're going to hell. If they said to kill somebody, it would save your child's life, would you still do it even though it's against your belief? So their belief is this vaccination isn't of God, so if I do this, I'm going to hell. So I can kind of feel for the situation because they have that strong belief. But I agree, but my belief isn't that strong in a situation.
But that's selfish. Like, that's selfish. That's a selfish way of thinking. You have to become selfless as a parent. It's not about you. It's about your child. At the end of the day, like, you're making a decision based off of yourself. You worried about you going to hell, but not worried about your daughter. It's like, okay, either I go to hell or I save my child's life. I'm going to hell and I'm saving my daughter's life. You understand what I'm saying? That's my position. It is.
And does creating vaccinations create autism or something like that? I heard, or anything like that? Is it something?
Okay, so our producer keeps flashing us these notes that just say autism.
Right.
Work. Okay. So
I didn't see it. Somebody said something.
Autism. They have never caused autism. Right. That idea is based on a study one study that was done in England by another pharmaceutical company to take down one of their competitors. That study was not scientifically accurate and not scientifically done, was then latched onto by many anti-vaccine people. And I will say, A, it's not true. Vaccines don't cause autism, or else everyone would have autism. B, autism isn't that bad. Some people have very severe autism, and it's rough for them, and I feel that, and it's rough for their families, but the majority of people with autism live pretty normal lives, and they're fine, and it's just a different way of being, and I think this idea that, like, I'd rather have my child die than have autism. It's like, no. Chill the
Some of them are actually geniuses. My little cousin has autism. He FaceTime me all the time. It's so crazy. But he is so dope. He's so smart and he's brilliant. Like, the things that he says, he's an alien. Like, I am a fan of autistic kids. Like, they just have a different way of learning. That's it. They are amazingly good. Period. Shout out to my little cousin Noah. He is
Yes. Shout out to Noah and shout out to, thank you for clarifying that, Will, that people need to hear that so they don't be going out here trying to, there's some things out there that's some fake news. So right. The fake news, all right? So yeah, we have one more segment before we got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move right along to Chris, because Chris got something for us. Chris, what you got?
Baby, I got the homo house for y'all. You heard me? Let's talk about the homo house.